think he plays the way he wants to play. It's just more tactical and having the mental and physical side sorted, and that's where Gary's kind of working with him. Throwing that one in. This is up at, oh my goodness me, that's very good squash. Very, very good.
It stems off the boast, doesn't it? The 3-wall rolling boast here drags Coll so far up into the front left corner, and then the cross court.
It's great width.
Clever.
Certainly got a very steep. I'm still interested to hear your opinion on the forehand side because you've not said anything, but for my
11-6, game 2.
Black Falcon, at the end of the day, he's hardly hit the tin. He's produced very, very positive squash. He took the first game against Coll at the British Open, and he's just slotted that beautifully. What a pleasure to watch him when he's like this. He's confident. He'll be talking to Gary now in between games, and it's now 1-0 lead for Mazen Hesham. First time he's really started to use a little bit of height there, Coll. It's a stretch. Black Falcon. He's on a mission here.
Well, this is the flip side to Mazen Hesham. First game was perfect. But this second game has been all about Coll.
Starting to ask a few more questions.
11-2,
Well,
game 2 Coll.
completely gave up on that one, Mazen Hesham. So, Coll responds, 7 minutes in duration. It's now 20 minutes for the match so far, so still pretty short time period.
Yeah, it's well tidied up by Coll there. Front left to front right.
Slick Rick.
And out 6-8.
That floor, PJ, is not a new floor.
Apparently it is, Joey, because
Yes, let.
No, I hit him.
I know you.
I smashed him. On my back. The stroke.
Yeah, just have a look at that. Let the video referee.
wasn't quite a winning opportunity.
Stroke to Coll.
Oh,
This is a brilliant rally. Oh, it's a joke. Oh, he's gone for that. Oh, he's off. Yeah, he's exhausted. Frustrated and exhausted. It was a hard rally. He went for everything.
Game ball.
good work from Coll. Yeah, brilliant.
12-10.
Very solid.
Played the big points very well there, Coll.
And what you said, PJ, as well, he stayed relaxed. He didn't panic. There was a lot of pressure on him there. Crucial third game.
That's clever. Just enough pace on the backhand volley there from Coll. The boast from Hesham not quite working as well as it was in the first phase of the match.
So Paul should have
Bit of an idea of what to expect.
quite
Yeah.
good practice when he's on court. always like to show off. That's an unbelievable get.
Yeah, we'll stop. We're going to stop.
He can't stop, he played.
I've stopped play.
Oh my.
No, I'm stopping it.
It was a great get, wasn't it?
Ridiculous
Great
pickup from Paul Coll.
He went for a neck.
No, whatever. I'm not happy with it. I'm not happy. Just as I was. Just listen to me. Just listen. I was stopping play as you were playing your shot, Mr. Coll. Down.
There's the error. Ironically, the damaging
11-8,
blow,
match to Coll.
the bow snick
3
that he
games
produced,
to 1.
close to 6
6-11.
winners off. Just
11-2.
clipping the top of the tin there. It was a very, very
12-10.
good effort from Mazen Hesham.
11-8.
He's disappointed, and rightly so. It's good to see the Black Falcon back, PJ. Troubled Paul Coll big time there. Paul Coll had to be on his mettle. Welcome back for the Zahed Salem Simon Rösner encounter. It's the last match of the afternoon session.
That's a great shot. Terrific shot from the back of the court there. Deep left-hand corner into the front left, dragging Rösner in that area. Without a shadow of a doubt, his highest percentage of winners come from that area.
7-4.
What would you say was your real strength?
Decent starter. Rösner 6-game balls. A lot of errors, so I'm not sure what's going on with Zahed Salem, but he's helped Simon Rösner take that first game with a lot of unforced errors and loose play.
It's tidy, clever work. Nice touch across the front of the court there from Salem.
Hand out 2-5.
Beautifully played. Quite a few shots through the middle or falling short. The cross courts especially running more down that tee area. A bit better.
Well, that was played well. Needed to draw on that backhand drop shot.
Hand out 8-6.
Got down beautifully low. A lot of racket face and control.
Oh dear.
11-7.
And after all of that,
to Rösner.
another
Rösner
error
leads
from
2 games to
Salem.
love.
German #1, last year's finalist, now leading by 2 games to love in this round 3 match, the last of the afternoon session.
It's always interesting when you've got two people that are 100% sure that they're right, but opposite opinions.
There was nothing opposite about that. That was hit with great
Hand
power.
out 2-3.
BJ.
I think it's the new floor. I think it just needs to get a little bit more worn in, possibly. A couple of droplets of sweat just standing on the surface. This is good squash from Salem.
9-5.
Got himself in front of Rösner here, slightly loose on the return, and then the flick cross-court winner. It's beautiful. Terrific finish. It was the length that did the damage initially. Look how far Rösner's buried in the back of the court there.
Game ball.
Backhand volley dropping to the front left. Frustration again for the German. 4 game balls for the Egyptian.
Well, he's taking it.
11-6. Salem.
He's taking it. Big roar there from Salem. He's knuckled down here. Rösner scratches his head.
It's actually Drucken.
I know, I was just testing.
How do you spell it?
Oh, that's tight, that was. Oh, it's immaculate. It's immaculate. It's reminiscent of last year here in Philadelphia. Full swing, cutting the ball beautifully.
This is a joke.
I know it is. Oh. Oh, Rösner's doing some hard work. Oh! What a wonderful finish. All that hard hitting, PJ, and then the soft touch.
6-8.
German. First 2 games, it looked like Zahed Salem could barely move. He's been rocketing around the last 2 games. 3 match balls, though, for the German number 1. Oh, he couldn't have hit that. Oh, that's a great shot. What a width. He went for the... There we go. Right on cue. You'll hear it in his interview, but Bright breathes a very big sigh of relief for here, Rösner. Just short of the hour. Tough for him. Physiological.
Kryptonite.
Thank you. 7-3. Game ball.
Well, Tarek Momen takes the first game convincingly, looking sharp, out of the blocks.
Turning his back on the opponent, not something I would always advise, but it does create a different angle.
Which then gets beautifully plucked out if he doesn't get the sidewalk.
Yep.
I mean, I like the quirkiness of it, PJ. We analysed it at the British Open.
It releases you, doesn't it?
It releases you, the rust comes out. He's moving, the feet, I mean, it's not like he ever's sluggish, but the feet are going like he's playing on hot coals on a very worn, hot, cold floor. This is a bit of a one-way street for the Viper at the moment. He's got 4 game balls. That looks slightly dodgy, but they've continued. Well, Tarek Momen can't miss.
11-6.
Can't miss. He's on very sharp form. The Viper, it's full of venom. What would you call Momen, the Green Goblin?
He's Lelf, isn't he? Oh, he's hit the roller. 3-wall boast Nick.
And out 4-all.
He's done it again. How's he doing it? I mean, he's literally saving multiple penalties here.
He's got it.
He's got it. Oh, yes! Oh, that's what we needed. Oh, that's lit it up a little bit, isn't it? It's got everyone going. It's awesome when he does this. I mean, he looked down and out. It looked like he'd lost the rally a couple of times. He held his footing. Massive sweat patch there.
That's clever.
He's done well.
Very
That was
clever.
very. You have to have very lean hips for this one. Check this out, the snake hips. Gets right in tight. There we go. That's a beautiful shot. That would have hit the shoes if we had the target. Coach that in a session.
Easy.
Oh, he's got that back. Oh, that's ambitious. Could be trouble. Set off. Oh my lord. Oh.
My left.
Oh, this is unreal. Look at this. I wish he's got a heart rate. Surely his heart rate didn't go past 178.
12-10.
Is he Iron Man or what? How's his heart rate not gone over the 200 beats per minute? off that
12-10.
rally. Well, he left everything on the court. I'm sure we'll have a relatively lengthy interview with Tarek. Terrific effort in the third game. Tarek Momen playing very, very good squash, but Kandra so athletic, very entertaining.
Put up.
Yes, good squeeze again from Grayson. He's playing very
And
well at the
out.
moment.
3-5.
That's clever. Just again gets his body in the way between the ball and the opponent.
Kiwi.
Down. 11-6.
Too much pressure in the end
Game
from
to
ElShorbagy.
ElShorbagy leads 1 game to love.
Well, ElShorbagy having to bring in the big guns, knowing fully well the experience and tenacity of Campbell Grayson, but he's leading 1 game to love.
Oh, that is a lovely finish. I mean, check out the follow through here.
2 love.
Hopefully the cameramen got a shot of this one and the pose to cap it off.
He's got a 5-point lead, but we know how stubborn Campbell Grayson is.
Very, very sharp
And
at
out.
the moment, ElShorbagy.
8-2.
Anything slightly loose up into the front corners. He's up there with so much pace.
ElShorbagy trying to lock this down.
Down.
He's made another error. I mean, he's back to 7-10 here.
Game
Originally it was 3-10. Campbell Grayson fighting away, really holding the line here.
I think it was 10-2.
10-2. The Aussie boast going in. Oh. Oh, he's just forcing the error. Frustration there.
11-7.
Campbell
Game
Grayson, but a very,
ElShorbagy.
very
ElShorbagy
solid
leads 2
comeback
games
from
to
him.
love.
Under tremendous pressure. Tough conditions for the,
Campbell, can you,
boys.
change your shot?
Can't quite get the ball to the back at the moment, ElShorbagy. He's struggling a little bit with the length.
Yeah, ball.
Brilliant.
7.
He is moving well tonight, that's for sure.
Yeah, he is. I mean, he checked it there. He just went in for the lunge, kind of stabilised. Beautiful shot, great hands. Yeah, the ball's dropped.
Oh, he's certainly the points that ElShorbagy's won. He's had to earn them. Campbell's not giving him anything free. And he's not going to go away.
Out.
Oh, this is unbelievable. So Campbell Grayson's brought this back to a tie break.
10 all.
Very good hands from Campbell Grayson. Crisp hitting by both, PJ.
Yeah, pace has gone up here though from ElShorbagy.
Thunderous squash, very hard squash. Campbell Grayson is soaking wet with the effort.
Hand out. 11-10. Match point.
lost his footing there. He's recovered. Oh, he's lost it again. That's ironic. It's ironic, isn't it? You see how much sweat's on his head. Terrific effort from Campbell Grayson. A wonderful effort from him. He plays some quality squash. He's highly experienced, over 500 matches on a very solid career on the PSA World Tour. Asking some serious questions, and for juniors watching, never give up. Never give up, even if your match ball's down by 9 match balls. He was fighting 3-love victory. Let's hear him.